Why would he give you the directions and not tell you the name of the town? That don't make no sense.
Now for all popular systems.
The morning stream. Good. Real good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to TMS, the morning stream for Thursday, October 2nd, 2025. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett. Hello.
Good day. It's a Thursday.
Yeah.
It's a happy Thursday. A Friday Eve, as we like to call it here.
Yeah. Got a big weekend planned. My wife's home, but it didn't stop us from scheduling 50 million things. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We got a baby's birthday, 3-year-old birthday on Friday. We got dinner with Tanner and Alex on Saturday.
Yeah, they're in town for a concert.
Yep, some Japanese band, something.
Sure.
Something. I'm actually not sure now. I forgot what he told me. It's some kind of electronica thing.
Yeah, he was wrestling between, he was looking at dates for that concert here in Denver and there in Utah, and I think he settled on Utah. Maybe probably just because it's easier or closer or cheaper or something.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the band either.
Yeah.
He was saying.
I can't remember it all. It was something good though.
Oh, Sleep Token. Sleep Token. Yeah, it's one of his favorites. He man, every season in the that music game we were playing, he would pull out a Sleep Token song.
That's right.
It's really good stuff.
Yeah, big fan. They are good. I just keep forgetting the damn name. It sounds like something I should be paying. I have to pay a microtransaction for on an app to sleep at night. Like,
that's right.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're all out of sleep tokens. That'll be for $2.99.
For the Calm app, you need to use sleep tokens.
Yeah. More space points, everybody. Good stuff. Anyway, looking forward to seeing them, and we got all kinds of stuff in between. It's going to be a bit of a wild weekend, but I'm glad to be here on a Thursday and talking to you guys and bringing something a little bit different to the show today.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll play this because it's appropriate. Usually just do this on Fridays, but Brian, I've got a contest for you.
Sure.
It's a little bit dumb, but I happened across this video and I couldn't resist. So I was like, I got to find more of these. And sure enough, I did. I found 4 of these. You have 4 chances to answer correctly based on some audio cues I'm going to play for you. Okay. And what these are old hair metal band lead singers on stage with their vocals isolated.
Oh, really? So it's just them. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
You'll hear a little bit of muffly stuff in the background because it's hard to extract that.
It picks it up. Yeah.
But these are specifically also, it makes me never want to spend money on a ticket for any of these old bands because they're really just phoning it in. It's so bad. So anyway, you have to guess. Now, the first one I think is easy, so I'm going to start you with an easy one.
Okay.
All right. So here's your cue. Let me turn
hair metal vocalist. Great.
Yeah, hair metal vocalist. You're definitely right up your is this or country? Yeah. So we're going with the closest one. All right, here you go. Here's number 1.
Captain America been talking hot. He's a cold jumper with a bucket out. He said, "Turn me around and take me back to the start. I'm still losing my mind. Are you blind? I said it over 1 million times."
All right.
That was Schmaxel Rose.
You got it though. It's Axl Rose for sure. Now that was an easy one. Wanted to get out of the way, but this gives you a taste of what to expect because they're all terrible.
God, there is one that I'm fully expecting to be one of the next 3 I'd be willing to say is 100% locked to be one of the next 3.
All right, let's see if you're right. Here's number 2.
Get on board.
All right.
Wow. Is he singing? Does he have a sweater in his mouth or something?
All of these guys, I mean, I swear, it must be that there's just so much noise in those arenas that nobody cares. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like you wouldn't be able to pick him out. I mean, I know Vince Neil is going to be coming up as one of these, or Brett Michaels is going to be coming up as one of these. Actually, wouldn't be surprised if Vince Neil is another one of them. But because I don't recognize that at all, I'm going to hedge my bets and say Brett Michaels.
Is it Brett Michaels? No.
Yeah.
That is your old pal, David Lee Roth.
Was that really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And recently, too.
Can I hear another little bit of that again?
Yeah, here you go. He's doing that thing he likes. He's doing that.
Yeah. Wow. It's like, it's almost like I'm hearing a crazy person at a conference. Like it sounds like there's just murmuring like a discussion going on in the background, and here's some guy walking through the lobby of the Homewood Suites.
You went
his head off.
You went to like a UFO conference, and people are a little wackadoo there. It definitely sounds like that. All right, here's your next one. Let's see if you can make this one out.
That might be Vince Neil right there. Yeah.
Is that your answer,
That
Vince
might
Neil?
be, I'm going to say Vince Neil on that one.
Congratulations.
All right,
you got
good.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nailed it.
I think I recognize that more from the song in the background. Isn't that oh shoot.
What's that song?
Yeah, it's not Shout the Devil or no.
Oh, I might be thinking of Axl Rose again. What song am I thinking of?
Oh yeah, you were the that is a Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. I can't think of it, but it's
right.
we're both thinking of the same thing. This last little bit though. Sound like a bird.
It sounds like right, exactly. It's a peacock at
All right, here is your final one, and let's see if you can get this one.
Competition, don't even try. Trophy your affection like a monkey from a bite.
None of these people.
microphone in my mouth. Help me, please.
None of these. I can't get lyrics out of any of these things.
No, I picked out something out of that one though. Jeez.
This one's a little tricky.
That is tricky. Let's say it's Kip Winger.
Oh, I love it if it was Kip Winger. Sadly, it is not. That was John Bon Jovi.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'll play a bit of that again.
Competition, don't even try.
That is kind of
that is. Once you know it, it kind of becomes obvious.
yeah. Fun though, right? Isn't that dumb?
Wow.
Like they're all
That's really
they all
dumb.
sound like this. They're all running around looking like 80 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Just like they've lived life to the worst possible degree, and now
Every
they're
excess.
Yeah.
No cocaine line or fifth of Jack too far.
Yeah.
Basically.
no crack rock unturned, as they like to say in the business.
Almost Dave Matthews. They kind of all sounded like Dave Matthews.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody the other day I saw some video. Somebody was complaining again about Bad Bunny getting picked for the Super Bowl. Which I don't understand. Mostly feel like it's
a bad pick because he's quote unquote a Dern Ferner.
Yeah.
and illegal.
Yeah, even though he's literally a United States citizen.
He's a United States citizen. You know who aren't? Rihanna, the Rolling Stones, the Who.
Yeah. Name half the people who have ever performed there, and they are not citizens. It's such a stupid thing. But anyway,
exactly.
Those people are dumb. But this one person said,
Shakira. Yeah, right.
Shakira definitely in Brazil, right? I think.
Colombia.
Oh, Colombia. I think you're right. I think it's Colombia.
Yeah, I think
that's right. It's one of the places you can get a lot of drugs. I know that.
so America.
Yeah. Let's see. What was I going to say about this? Oh, the Bad Bunny thing. And so somebody else's argument was, it's not that he's not a citizen. He is, but it's we can't understand anything he says. There's no songs in English. How will we know what he's singing? And this guy goes, well, let's listen to Dave Matthews Band for a minute. And they did, and they played a bunch of stuff, and they couldn't get the words out. So it was like, all right, fine,
That's funny.
got me. Yeah.
Has Creedence ever hosted the Super Bowl halftime show?
Oh, that'd be amazing. Holy crap.
That would be great, actually.
Yeah.
Or just John Fogerty. I mean, I don't think we're not going to get Creedence back together for this, but we could get John Fogerty.
But that means he has to do.
He's more of a baseball guy, though.
If he does that "Put Me in Coach" song, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
Yeah. Well, that's what do you do center field as part of a football performance? I don't know if he would.
Oh, probably not. You're right.
Yeah.
Baseball business.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Creedence lately. That's funny you bring them up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't know why.
Good. You're in your acoustic phase. I wouldn't call them acoustic, but they are definitely, you know, Americana kind of.
Yeah, kind of southern dirt rock, kind of, you know, borders on like, I don't know what to call it. Like, what do you call
southern? So it's southern rock.
Just
right?
southern
Isn't
rock,
it?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like what's their names? Where they lost half the band in that
Doobie
plane.
Brothers. Oh, Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner, yeah, it's like that sort of stuff. And this is a thing that you'll maybe find interesting. I didn't know how good, or I guess, okay, I'll put it this way. When I was in high school, I had friends that were really into Molly Hatchet, and I didn't understand. Partly because I wasn't listening to them, and so I thought they were just just brain rot metal garbage. I didn't know what they were, so I just kind of avoided them my entire life. And then here lately, because of these soundtracks have been, or these playlists I've been playing with Southern rock and stuff, they keep coming into the mix, and I'm like, who is that? That's really good. Molly Hatchet. Oh my gosh, I've been missing out. You know?
Yeah,
I like them.
Boy, you know, I guess I only know like a handful of songs. I've never done Molly Hatchet as a coverville cover story focus. So I know Flirtin' with Disaster. There might be one or two other songs maybe that I know, but I know more for the was it Frank Frasetti album covers? Who did the album covers?
Oh yeah,
for
it was
Molly Hatchet?
It was for Frasetti's the Hatchet guy with the horse, and
yeah.
Or he did at least one of them, I think.
I think I want to say he did more, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just assuming that every album by Molly Hatchet looked like a Conan the Barbarian comic book cover.
Yeah, which I think is what happened to me. Is I went, oh, this is just some trash. Like this is just some metal trash. It's not for me, because I was into hair bands then. So it just didn't seem like it was for me, and I think I was wrong. There's deeper cuts in that their catalog. They've got some pretty okay stuff. So yeah, I liked it.
They have one of the most heavy metal looking logos, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right, the
Like
logo themselves. The albums look like metal, but the
albums
logos
look
don't.
like metal. But the Frazetta, sorry, yeah. But the logo looks like carnival. Looks like you're going to the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah, good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Trying to find one, but I don't have one handy.
Oh, here, I'll put one in our chat here.
Yeah.
TMS.
Wherever it
TMS
is.
right here.
Where the
There it
hell?
is right there.
There it is. There she blows. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it's funny that this is the one you grab, because it's exactly what I think of when I think of them.
Yeah.
So it's like this goofy, almost Monty Python style.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Flying circus
banner, multicolor banner deal.
And then there's just such a hardcore dark fantasy freaking barbarian thing going on.
Yeah.
Oh man, Frazetta was so good. Miss his stuff. Well,
he wasn't the one that married Julie Bell, right? That's different.
Nope. Julie Bell married Boris Vallejo, I believe.
Vallejo, thank you.
The other guy. He did a lot of
the other guy who does incredible comic book painterly kind of looking stuff with massive muscles.
Yeah, lots of
so
movies.
does Julie Bell for that. Oh yeah, movie posters and stuff.
Yeah, he did sometimes he do comedy. He did the first Vacation movie poster.
Oh, really? Was his? Oh, yeah, right. The one that's kind of modeled after the Star Wars. Yeah, right.
A little bit. Yeah,
Chevy
it's got her
Chase.
up on her leg, and he's holding his golf club or something.
Yes, right.
High, whatever. I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, it's time for some news. Let's the newsroom's been back there working away for the last 24 hours, and they've got stuff to say. So we're going to see what's up over there. Let's do it. Brian, it's the news, and it's brought to you by.
Well, it's brought to you by Coverville today, celebrating the birthday of a guy who turns 70 years old today. He's Philip Oakley, and you're like, yeah, another name, Brian, of some schmuck that I've never heard of. What are you doing to me? No, I'm going to tell you you've heard of him. He's the lead singer of the band The Human League. So stuff like Don't You Want Me Baby, Fascination, or Keep Feeling Fascination, Mirror Man, Seconds, but probably known outside of The Human League for working with Giorgio Moroder on what I think is one of the greatest pop songs of all time, which is the theme song of the film Electric Dreams. The song is called Together in Electric Dreams, and it is such a fantastic song that no matter who's covering it, it sounds amazing.
Sure.
And we need to do Electric Dreams as a film sack movie at some point.
I've never seen it. It's always been on that list of like I walked past it 8 times at the Blockbuster, just never watched it.
This is a movie aired repeatedly on HBO and gave me a perma crush on Virginia Madsen.
Still intact, still holding.
Still intact. I just saw a rerun of a Frasier episode with Virginia Madsen as the new marketing woman at KACL. That he can't tell if she's flirting with him or if she's just flirty with everybody.
Yeah. That was a good one.
But it is really good. And,
you know what? I really am fond of the ones that happen in the radio station. Those are some of my favorites. Yeah.
I am too, because I love Bulldog. I love Gil, the food guy. I think they're really great, well-developed ancillary characters.
Yeah.
And anytime you bring them in, it adds an extra level of complexity and comedy to things. But the ones where it's just like, Frasier finds a woman and his neuroticness finally gets to him and he screws up the relationship because he can't stop analyzing it. Yeah. It's just enough.
Yeah,
enough of that.
Enough of those. There's way too many of those. It's like, we get it, you guys.
It's the almost getting off the island of Frasier is what it is.
And it's like, to me, it's like when the Cheers crew would leave the bar, they were never as good at episodes as if they were in the bar. You need to be in the bar. You know,
I do love the cold open where it was Norm and Cliff playing a joke on Woody, I think, with his car or something. Like,
oh, I don't remember.
They were hiding behind a car playing some sort of joke on Woody, and it was a cold open to a Cheers that they actually filmed in Boston in front of the Bull and Finch or whatever it's called.
Oh wow. Because they were never there for actual shootings, right? Wasn't it always in the studio in LA?
Hollywood soundstage or whatever. Yeah. But there was some cold open where they're playing a joke on Woody, and my friend Alan is in the background of that open. He like walks by or something.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's like what's his name's kid? Len's kid's in the very short frame of the Superman movie back there.
Oh yeah.
Forget which one, the artist one. Forget the name of the son. The one that is such a good artist, he makes all other artists feel embarrassed. Yeah. He's so good. The rest of us just want to quit.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Oh my God. Peralta and his kids, man.
I know, right?
I mean, when you have that many of them, a few of them are bound to be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
but unfortunately they're all great is the problem.
Yeah. We're playing the numbers over there.
That's right. Exactly.
Here's your first story. Over 50 million pounds of Jimmy Dean, like the sausage guy.
Yeah.
Not him himself, but he's dead. But his stuff.
Wait, then who's doing the commercials? Is that
also there's the State Fair brand? I don't know what that is. I've never had it, but all of this has been recalled for possible wood contamination.
Oh no, the sausage tastes like wood.
Yeah, 50 million pounds though. That is so much. So this is like frozen corn dogs, sausage products, breakfast sausages, like all the stuff that he makes. It also says here that Hillshire Brands, a subsidiary of Tyson Foods, issued a voluntary recall on September 27th for more than 24 products sold under the State Fair and Jimmy Dean brands, according to a recall notice. Affected products including corn dogs. Well, they have corn dogs on a stick have wood stuck in them.
There is already wood contamination by a stick.
By default, it's the way they come.
That's probably where it came from, right? Like something like some sort of Grindr Mishap or something.
Yeah.
The corn dog stick maybe went into the sausage or ground up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm a big corn dog fan. I like them a lot. Don't eat them all the time, but when I have one, I'm like, a good deal. So here's what you have to do. If these items are produced, or I guess you'd have to purchase. No, we don't have the purchase dates. They were produced between March 17th and September 26th. That's a big
So look
wad.
on your box. Yeah, you just look on your box and it says production date. And if it's produced between those dates, then throw it away request a refund.
Yeah. Smith's over here will do refunds. You just take it in there and they'll give it to you. So we'll Trader Joe's is really good at that, and so is without even asking questions, you can do it at Sprouts. Sprouts is like, yep, no problem. Bring it in. Let's go.
That's cool.
We did that once
the
with
former
watermelon.
old Target rules, basically.
Yeah. Old Target.
Old Target rules.
Not this new Target.
No.
I haven't been in there in so long.
It's a moving target.
Haven't been in there
By the
in
way,
ages. I have no reason to go in there, but
If anyone out there pops into a Target in the next, whenever, and you happen to go by the toy section and you look over at the Marvel action figures, like we all do, like I do,
like you do.
And you see the ROM Space Knight Marvel Legends, which is the current series out there, please pick it up for me. I will pay you for it and pay you for shipping and give you a prize or something.
Nice.
I keep seeing they have 1,000 Banshees and they never have any ROM the Space Knights, and it's really cool. Like in this ROM the Space Knight Marvel Legends action figure.
Why is it so rare? What's the deal?
I don't know. I don't know why they seem to have produced 1 million Banshees and each box only has one Rom the Space Knight. But he comes with a miniature Rom the Space Knight 1 comic book that he can hold and look at.
Oh, what?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Maybe they're they're really popular or something. Are they? Can you get them online? Probably not.
Probably. I mean, I can get it on Amazon, but it's there's a price involved. There's like it's 30 something bucks. But here, I'll put in here's a picture in our chat.
Let's take a look.
This is the.
Oh my gosh! Look at that. That's a little more detailed than I expected on that comic book.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah, you can read everything.
Exactly. It looks like it's even mint, like it's in mylar in a mylar bag.
Yeah, it does look like that, right? Maybe it's just printed weird, but that's great.
Yeah.
Somebody hook them up. Find it. It's out there.
No Hasbro ROM could ever bend like this.
No.
Like the original ROM that you could get.
Yeah, look at this. You can pose him. Look at that. Yeah, that's great. I love that he's in shooting pose and he's got this blaster happening, but that's just always there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
in the original toy, you mean like that? Oh, I see what you're saying. The blaster fire is always there.
He's just always going to have that hanging there. That's fine.
Like it's sitting, he's pointing it down as his belt or hanging on his belt, and it's just blasting.
Yeah, just blast, permanent blast. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, Stephanie says GameSpot for $26. It's not bad.
Not bad. GameSpot.com.
Yeah, and that's pretty close to the price of the other Marvel. I can't believe Marvel Legends are so damn expensive now.
Yeah, why do they charge so much? What happened there?
I don't know.
Everything got more.
You could get one for like $15-$16 a Marvel Legends figure, and now it's it's silly.
Probably made in China, probably tariff to hell and back is my guess.
Oh, probably. Yes.
One final story here. So don't eat the Jimmy Deans, okay? Is what we're saying.
Check your Jimmy Dean sausages and your State Fair sausage, or your meat products, your corn dogs, your whatnot, and throw them away.
Throw them away, damn it. Here's a note that more and more kids, they say in the headline. Works either way, I think. Are getting burned making instant noodles because of a K-pop TikTok trend, according to doctors. K-pop TikTok. Jeez. Medical professionals are warning against the new TikTok trend that has caused severe burns in children. Officials at the Shriners Children's Hospital in Boston say kids have been getting seriously injured trying to recreate a scene from the popular Netflix movie K-pop Demon Hunters, in which some of the characters slurp delicious-looking ramen noodles, the hospital wrote in a press release. I don't think this is the movie's fault. This is just dumb kids.
No. It's parents not watching their kids if they're heating up boiling water in a microwave and putting into ramen. I'm trying to think of it's a scene where they just eat ramen, right? Or do they?
I still haven't seen it.
They kind of guess they slurp up a noodle. I need to watch it again because Tina hasn't seen it, and Hammond and I are doing it for a soundography special. So
nice.
I got to watch it a second time, which I'm fine with because that music, I've listened to the soundtrack maybe a couple dozen times, but only watched the movie once.
I've heard the music a ton around here because everybody's playing it, but the film itself still haven't seen it.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
you know where it's at.
Yeah, it's right there on the Netflix.
That's right. It'll probably be there forever.
Yeah, at least until their next price hike. Everybody's hiking their prices.
Right. Yeah.
Man, just chill out for shit's sakes. Nickel and dime the people who put you there.
Exactly.
Let's see. It says here, this is Dr. Colleen Ryan. Colleen, probably, not Colleen.
Probably Colleen. Yeah.
Water boils at 212 degrees. This is Fahrenheit for those over the seas who are wondering what the hell that is. And the design of these cups makes them extremely easy to tip over. When they do, the hot broth and noodles spill onto the skin. She is an associate surgeon at the Shriners Hospital in Boston. While adults can receive second-degree burns from just 5 seconds of exposure to hot water at 140 degrees, children have much thinner skin, making the temperature threshold or injury even lower. So you got to, I feel like this should be just, I don't care if there's a movie involved. Mm-hmm. Don't be spilling ramen on yourself. That's it.
Right. If your children are into the ramen, be there in the kitchen with them while they make it. Help them maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a parent. Now, if this kid is 12, it's kind of on him. You know what I mean? If he's 5, I get it. 6-year-old,
Sure.
I get it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But a 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid, I think if they're spilling and burn themselves, they're just dumbasses. They're not. That's not because their parents are dumb. So,
it's also really funny that, it's expected that this is a TikTok trend.
Oh, yeah, no. Anytime anything real popular happens, then some trend will happen there, and then some controversy around the trend happens.
Yeah,
just the way it goes.
I just learned we had a trivia question about a TikTok trend is having kids shouting what 2 consecutive numbers based on a Skrilla song.
Oh, I know this.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
6, 7. Is it 6, 7?
That's it. Yeah. Because you're on the TikTok, Scott.
Well, I don't actually know what it means, though. I've heard it said, and people go, yeah, 6, 7.
According to the trivia question, it's absolutely meaningless.
So it's just something to say.
It's just something to say. 6, 7.
That's really stupid.
It is really stupid. We did get the question right because one of my teammates had just heard about it hours earlier at a company thing.
Really?
Yes.
Well, the one I saw is somebody took an old, from our childhood, took an old Sesame Street thing, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that thing. And then when the 6, 7 happened, they did this font work on it where it like exploded up on the screen with the 6, 7.
Oh, really?
And I was like,
with the pinball thing?
What are we doing here? So I checked the comments, and the comments are just people rewriting 6, 7 over and over.
6, 7? Sure, great. Excellent.
I mean, we have memes here on this show. I get how these things work. They permeate and people use them or whatever, but I don't. I'm sure that, if I went to check my meme or whatever the name of that site is, I could probably find the origin, but I don't. You know what, kids? We don't want to. We don't want to.
We don't care enough about it to make the effort. Thanks for no thanks.
This doesn't feel like it has Skibidi Toilet legs. It feels like it's a shorter run.
Yeah. Yes. There you go.
Because it's just numbers. Because did you know Michael Bay bought the rights to make a Skibidi Toilet movie? I'm not kidding about that.
Really?
Yeah, that's the truth. Here, let me find this thing.
This is not an Onion article or something?
No, I thought it was too. Don't feel bad, because when I heard about it, I went, no. Okay, Skibidi Toilet. Let me get the confirmation. Unless I have been if I've been trolled, then I'll admit it.
Right.
Skibidi Toilet movie. Here we go. John Goodman. Oh, that one's fake. Hold on. Let's see. Everything we know about Michael Bay's Skibidi Toilet movie. Here we go. Most notable infamous franchise, rise and relevance past blah, 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 is the YouTube series Skibidi Toilet. Michael Bay himself will be helming the explosive film. Let's see. Update. There's been an update in 2025 in April. Skibidi Toilet movie is already something of a punchline, but it showcases how big the brand has become. Set to be helmed by director Michael Bay, Skibidi Toilet, surely a movie that will put Gaiats in the seats. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That must be another phrase that we're supposed to know, but we don't. And it comes in the wake of other meme movies like Minecraft. Minecraft's not a meme movie. It's about Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly.
There's memes in it.
There's probably there's memes. I haven't seen it, but I assume there are memes in it.
This is insane. You know what? If he actually makes this, I'll see it. I'll pay real money. Because I don't think you do. At some point, you have to look how stupid this is and not do it.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of these shorts? Have you watched any of this stuff?
I have not seen any of these shorts. I think we pulled one up when Nicole first told us about the phrase Skibidi Toilet, right? That she heard from Mateo. And so she's like, I had to look this up. She gave us a link. We showed it on screen. That is the extent of Skibidi Toilet, my Skibidi Toilet experience.
I mean, it's basically just, here, let me find one I can just put up.
It's a dude in a toilet laughing and yelling or whatever, right?
And it's all done in like the Half-Life engine using, not Half-Life, but using the Gary's Mod engine. Okay. So it's all in game. And what you're seeing here is basically it. There's other stuff, like they go out and go to war with some other things, and then there's weird shots like this where the toilets have jetpacks and they fight these secret agent guys. I don't know. Like someone is listening to this going, "Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea."
Yeah,
There
I'm
he
all right
is.
with
These
that.
TV guys see these guys.
Okay, I see him. Yeah, what
This is the
heck?
whole thing. It's really
That's the enemy of the Skibidi
yeah.
Skibidi Toilet?
I think so. Why that guy's dancing, I don't know.
Huh.
It's just brain rot. And I'm not
It really
opposed.
is.
I'm not opposed to brain rot, honestly. Look at these guys.
Oh, there's Skibidi Urinals too.
It doesn't bother me that much, but like, what's this guy got? Oh, this is someone else posting it. I'm trying to see how many users this dude has, because it's a lot. I think. I can't find his name. Oh well. Anyway, coming soon.
Yeah, great. Not in any hurry to go see the Michael Bay Skibidi Toilet film.
No, but if it actually gets made and he's the director and stays on the project, I'll go see it. That's my commitment. And if he doesn't, I'm not going. Like
The things that the Skibidi Toilet guy has seen is the problem. I think about
I mean, how many toilets?
joke's on you. I'm into this shit.
I was gonna. What's Travis think of all this? Well, anyway, we'll see how it all pans out. In the meantime, we are going to bring my sister in here and do a little bit of a conversation. Let's play this for her.
Guys, therapy works.
It does work. Wendy, does therapy truly work? Can you confirm or deny?
Oh, wow. We're going to start with that.
Wow, that's a heavy topic right off.
Is it? Seems like it works. It seems like it works.
It better, or else you better say it works.
Yeah,
It does. I think it does. I think there is something interesting, though. I mean, we can find different things where it is not the best tool. And sometimes it really is. Sometimes it's not. Talk therapy is different from other kinds of therapy. So, I mean, you just landed on a giant topic.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that should be
another day. Yeah. I didn't realize that. I thought it'd be like a yes or no, but clearly there's nuance.
I said no. Hey, my whole job I don't think works.
Yeah, I don't think my career works. So
Right,
bye.
exactly. Yeah.
But it is definitely more complicated than you might have found.
Well, there you have it. It's great to hear that. Wendy is my
see you guys.
sister. See you. Bye. See you next week.
Bye. I guess
Wendy-
we just shortened this. Our Thursdays are now a lot shorter.
Yeah, man. Wendy is my sister, for those who don't know. She is also a practicing therapist, for those who don't know. And she comes here and schlums it on Thursdays and helps us with your problems at home. And you're like another week from being here again, I think.
Oh,
know.
really? Golly.
Yeah.
Why don't you just move back to
Yeah, just come back home.
You know,
It'll be fine.
I know. And every time I come, it's so pleasant. So
Yeah. It's
No, I'm
always
just kidding.
the week she was here, we had the shooting.
oh, right.
Yeah,
Jeez.
literally you were at my mom's house like what, 4 minutes away from where the
Oh, wow.
killing happened.
And the place mom moved to is next to the hospital where he was taken. Like, it was not a fun time.
Yeah, and now that hospital's in the news again because there's some mix up on autopsy results or something. So there's all this scrutiny.
Oh, there's of course going to be some sort of like conspiracy. Yeah.
Oh, there's tons of them already. So
I'm
many.
sure. Yeah.
It's kind of the worst, but it's a nice hospital. It's all right over there.
Okay.
But anyway,
It's out of business.
yeah, yeah, it's going okay.
If you have hospital needs, 5
It's
out of
fine.
5.
Yeah, check it out. 5 stars out of 5 stars.
Just don't get an autopsy. That's all.
We are going to. So you're coming here for a thing you were already planning way before you came here the
this
second
was supposed
time.
to be
so.
just a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
some
I'm coming
friends of
back
hers.
trying to have fun.
Try to remember this, everybody. If you have friends from high school that you feel like you just fell apart or it just didn't happen, Wendy is like the poster child for how to make that work because these are all the same. This is the same group you've had since high school, and you guys every year you make sure you do stuff, right?
Yeah. Since
Wild.
elementary school, a few of them, and then middle school, most of them. Yeah,
That's
it's
wild to me. I don't feel like a lot of people get that with people they went to school.
I mean,
with.
we've all changed a lot, and truly, if we met today, we'd probably get in fights.
Yeah.
but we have a long history of, made it work, and
Yeah.
it is pretty wild. I forget to appreciate it sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, I'm going to read us our email this week. It's a little bit of a long one. Actually, this version's the wrong one. Let me put this back in here. Wendy and I talked about this yesterday. There we go. All right. This is from somebody we'll call RK. And he wrote it and says, thoughts on this Therapy Thursday? Hi, Scott, Wendy, and Brian. I'm hoping you might be able to share some insight and advice for my current situation. I've actually been on this segment once before when I moved to Costa Rica to teach for a couple of years. This time, however, things are different and I'm struggling a bit. Here's the background. I'm 34 years old, an American citizen, and have been teaching in the U.S. for the past 7 years. I currently live in Alaska. I'm single.
I'm a single.
I made him Italian.
Drinking doubles.
While I maintain close ties with family, we're fairly spread out across the country and usually rely on FaceTime and phone calls to stay in touch. Growing up, I was always proud to be an American. I served in the Air Force, came from a long line of service members. While I know our country has made mistakes, we've always believed in its core values and identity. Over the past few years, though, I've watched the country I grew up in become something I hardly recognize. The past year, especially with increased attacks on teachers and public education, immigration policies, and ICE raids, has left me feeling that I can't stay in a place that goes against my values. I could go on about gun violence, rising costs, and other issues we face as a country. In the past, I felt I could weather the storm of different administrations. But what worries me most now is that a large percentage of the U.S. population agrees with the actions being taken. After several trips abroad, I've decided to emigrate to South Korea. This guy's really going to be everywhere at some point in his life.
Yeah, no kidding.
Says I've already deep into the process, and I'm currently waiting for my visa to be issued before leaving at the end of August. So this probably has just happened. Yeah. I don't know why this one got stuck in the beep, but sorry about that. Anyway, he says, where are we here? September. Here's the problem. That said, I'm struggling. I haven't had a full night's sleep in weeks. My sleep is constantly interrupted. I'm becoming more irritable. I'm carrying a general sense of negativity around about my surroundings. I'm not a happy person at the moment. Some of this may stem from lack of sleep, but I also wonder if it's shifting. If a shifting or loss of identity, no longer feeling connected to my home country, mixed with worry and uncertainty about the future. I've been trying to stay active, working out, planning, learning Korean, and I seem to do better when I'm taking positive, productive steps toward the move. I was hoping you might be able to advise on how to process this new reality or manage stress levels during such a big life transition. Thanks for all you do. TMS Core and all your other shows have been a constant in my life for years and always cheer me up. You truly make a difference. Well, thank you, RK. We'll call you.
Yeah.
Great email.
Yeah. So he's actually, what's crazy is my brain, I'm having a brain fart because I really want to know how it went now. Because this is right before he left, assuming he left. But let's assume he didn't, or that we're not there yet. How do you approach the state of mind as written here?
Well, he also is saying this wasn't like, I got to figure this out before I move. This is probably ongoing in the sense of he's feeling a lot of loss, right? And so moving is this thing of feeling like sounds like sort of aligning with his values a little better.
Yeah. Because
what he thought were his values no longer feel like it fits in the country he lives in. And so this new country is going to, he's obviously lived in Costa Rica, and I don't know the cultural country values of South Korea all that well because I just have my brother who taught me bad words in Korean. So I'm now no expert, but I can say some pretty offensive things if I want. Sure. But he's going to be a visitor in a land, and he's going to adopt some of those ways. And, what he's ultimately saying is like, my home doesn't feel like my home anymore. Yeah. And it's really depressed him. Right. So I think it's a really great question. And y'all got to forgive me that everything turns into my happiness class promo. But
well, truly, as it turns out, it all seems to be related. So
it really does. I think it's because everyone's miserable. Honestly, it's really apropos, but it really is. There's a couple things going on. So my most recent email I sent everyone, and you can go to my website to get this free document, but it's called the Grief Hour. And what it is, and it's exactly the thing I would suggest for him, is to go get it and follow the instructions. But basically, let me say this. We don't grieve enough as humans. We need to grieve. This cute teenager I ran into the other day, she just started crying, and I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, oh, it's just like, it needs to come out, and it just is now. And you seem safe enough. And so she just started crying. I was like, oh, amazing awareness, because you're not wrong. Sometimes we just need to cry, let it out, grieve, whatever. But most of us are just plowing through life. And every morning, I'm going to make a big assumption here. Every morning, 95% of you are reading about horror and devastation and anger and hate and nightmares, and then having your coffee and going to work.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Every morning I get out of bed and I make the same sound.
Right. So that is what we're putting our psyches through daily, while we then go walk around, most of us in our safe neighborhoods, living our fairly boring lives. But we have sort of set ourselves for managing the worst things we probably could imagine happening. Right. Okay. So that is the start. And then we're wondering why we don't feel so good. And so here's the thing. Everyone is saying the same thing in their head, but I need to know what's going on, right? Okay, so there's a combination of things happening. So here he is paying attention. And paying attention is an important thing to do, but we are built to pay attention to a newspaper that came out in the morning and that you physically read. Maybe that was even too much for us. I don't know. But we were not built to be sprayed in the face with hot, flaming oil every morning, right? Yeah. We don't manage it well. So we aren't processing it out. We're just getting numb to it. We are, or we're deeply in despair because of it. You know, our systems will all respond a little bit differently. And then we feel pretty crappy. And what we don't ever do is actually grieve any of it. So I'm taking news specifically because that's how I'm sure this person in Alaska found out all the things about America that he is not liking. And feeling disconnected by, and
you mean like the royal news, like he's not getting it from necessarily. Oh, I tuned into CNN last night and heard all of these things. He's getting it from potentially social media and podcasts,
a million sources,
YouTube sources,
and people
every
who are just
like version of it you can find.
Exactly, people sitting in their car giving in their hot takes, right? Like that is where most of us are hearing the rage or hearing the unbelievable thing or, whatever. Yeah. And so it's like, it has the tendency, the unofficialness of it actually is more affecting in some ways, which is why it works so well. That's why the algorithm will just keep giving you what you want to hear, and it will get further and further down that particular road. You are miserable and you have not processed one thing you've heard, right? So let's just take, both of you woke up this morning. Yeah. Both of you saw something terrible. Tell me what it was. Give me one thing. Oh,
that's funny because today, I mean this 100%. I mean this. I made a point of not doing that today because Kim got home. Kim got home last night from Mississippi, and I was like, I want to be present. I want to be here, and in the morning, I want to wake up and hang out with her. We're going to feed the dogs. We're going to talk. We're going to discuss our week, what we're doing. Like I didn't even open my phone today except for music. I did for music. That's all I've done.
Did you hear what you just said?
Yeah.
You just said, I chose happiness today.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, chose it. Yeah, you opted for happiness.
I did opt into it.
I opted to be present.
Yeah.
Therefore, awake, alive, and I would add the happy part.
Yeah. Most days, though, I'm not going to pretend like this is me every day, but most days it'll be like, all right, I'm on the can. Here's my phone. Well, let's just check my replies. Okay, cool. Wait, what's that guy talking about? Oh, why did I look? I don't want to know about the Hegseth thing in front of all those generals. This is so stupid. And then I'm mad for 2 hours or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian, do you have one since you?
Today was an unusual day for me too, but I did not choose happiness.
You chose violence today. I chose
violence. Just sat in the morning. I didn't have to do daily music headlines, so I just went to the kitchen, made a bunch of Molotov cocktails, and then went to. No, I'm kidding. But no, because I didn't have daily music headlines this morning, I'm like, oh, you know what? I can do the New York Times crossword, the Thursday New York Times crossword with a cup of coffee, and sit there, and we watch regular local news until 7 a.m. and then 7 a.m. it switches to the Today Show. And I did not turn off the Today Show when Savannah Guthrie started chatting about the government shutdown, and that stayed on. And so it was a matter of like keeping my focus on, all right, this is really cool New York Times crossword puzzle all about Minesweeper, and what the hell's going on in the government?
Yeah.
Yes. So Brian, by choosing violence, you chose multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
And
I chose laziness of not turning off the TV is what
exactly,
I chose.
because you would have really enjoyed just the coffee and
I would have.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were close, Brian. You're so close.
I was
You just
close.
gotta
I made an
cut out one.
attempt, and my lack of reaching over and picking up a remote. You know, I like having noise on in the background at all times. I don't
Yeah.
like dead silence, whether it's music or just some dumb YouTube video of some guy who's wandering through Disneyland talking about how long it takes to get onto Indiana Jones.
Sure. Woodworker, whatever. But
All the damn
let's-
time.
Yeah.
Let's keep it away from news.
Yes.
Okay. So great example of like just a small thing that we're adding. Okay. So let's take this idea that any of the above things anyone has read that has caused them to feel horror in the last, week and a half. Did you guys do anything to process that terrible news? And when I say that, process meaning you really sat with it and felt it. You talked to someone else about it. You cried about it. You worked through it. Like any working through of any of the traumatic information that has come into your head.
No.
I did not. No, I finished the crossword puzzle. I turned off the TV. I came downstairs and I started working on an ad for Camilla red kidney beans, actually. Of all things.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe a government shutdown's not enough horror, but you have seen things or heard things, right?
Yeah.
Most people, you're just being normal. Most people don't immediately go process that, right? And we don't necessarily need to do one right away, or every time we hear things, we stop and need to cry or something. But we're talking about an accumulation, and it's tricky. And this is how we know, and this is getting back to the emailer. We are aware of everything. I don't know if the United States has a good track record of not being horrifying in certain things if we knew it all at all the times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's true. I'm not going to speak for any other country, but our history is rife with problems.
Yeah.
Right. And so that our attunement to it, our constant attention to it, and that things have actually gotten so much better, and it's the contrast is really pretty interesting. So to be alive right now is fun, and we're not always great at having historical context or knowing what other people experience to know if it's so much worse or better, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I read history when I'm stressed about current events.
Yes,
I read history.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, my kids were asking for extra history books to read. I'm like, you guys are nerds, but it was to just have more context.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think because it also makes them feel better, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it absolutely
Anyway,
does. I'll tell you this. The other day, I was like, I'll take a current thing. Let's just say, Portland, you're a bunch of crime-ridden whatever. We're sending the military in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. And I get all bummed about it. And then what I do is I go, all right, let's go dig around. What leaders were the worst to their own people? Regardless of class or anything else, like who was just terrible to their own people? And I learned about some dudes, like I forgot his name now, but this Indian ruler started his rule with just the most iron fist, horrible, bloody, awful rule. And then he found Buddhism and became one of the most beloved, caring, society lifting individuals in leadership history of any kind. Wow. This is all like, BC era stuff. And it was a great deep dive, but it's great to get context on like, all right, people, as long as we've been keeping record, have been here for whatever reason. We feel compelled to put someone in charge, and then we have varying results from that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's terrible. But there is this feeling sometimes you can get where it's just like, no, it's just us, and it's right now because we're living it.
No.
Whatever your perspective is on the current set of things, you think that you may think Trump sucks, or you may think that everybody else but Trump sucks. Either way, you think you're experiencing this for the first time and that humans have never gone through this. Mm-hmm. So going back in time and seeing it, even more recent history, but going way back even, just has a way of like clearing my head. It just makes me go, oh yeah, okay, well, we're good.
And humor really helps with that too, right?
Yeah.
It's when you can laugh about things. Okay. Right. So history is helpful. There's also this dynamic of you're seeing it and then doing nothing with it. Now this guy, he's moving to another country, right? Like that. sounds like he has some cool skills and he can live in a lot of places. So he's just like doing that thing.
Yeah.
But is feeling this real disconnect from his country.
Yeah.
And that is, and this is going to be true for family connections, any other piece or thing in life that is complicated, is that sometimes we just really crave that it would be simple, right? So let's imagine you have two emotions happening at the exact same time. One is, you're excited about something and you're also devastated by something. That is really hard for any of us to be like, you know what I love? I love having that at the same time. We actually it's kind of uncomfortable. It's difficult. We don't quite know what to do with both and, like I can both be this and this, or I feel this, and that sort of feeling is not comfortable in our brains. It creates some cognitive dissonance. It creates some, emotional disruption to be of two minds, right? And so you can both love your country and be really mad at the things that are happening in it, but you have to actually know how to sit in that. And that is true in a relationship. That's true if you're raising kids. That is true with a neighbor, that it's a human challenge to be able to do two things emotional things at once and be okay. Most of us usually have to get out of one of the feelings that makes us uncomfortable. This is why when you find someone all in one camp, that's what they've done, right? They're all in and they cannot see anything else because it is scary. We're sort of not built for it, and it takes work and effort. So Scott, you gave an example of a dude who went super swung to the other side of peaceful and calm and gentle, but had to grapple, I guarantee, with being problematic, right? Or the hard work of that.
Foray out of his comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. And most of us are not thinking like, I need some deep inner philosophical work on myself. I need to grapple with, and some people are, right? But I think most of us are just ingesting, going about our lives, and these sort of horrors and griefs, and watching people rage at each other is traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you grow up a home where everyone is screaming at each other all the time, you're not used to it in some ways. But I think we've all become used to it. It's like we're all in an abusive house.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're getting used to levels of rage and, the stuff that gets thrown around. And it is traumatic. I don't care if you're aware of it or not, it is traumatic. So when something's traumatic, we usually need to process it to get back to some healthy homeostasis. So that's my recommendation, is that you grieve. So I'm going to talk to him specifically again, that it is time to grieve the America you thought you had. And working through that, and it can be anything. Grief is absolutely tied to happiness. They are absolute shaking hands, right? Like if you don't work on moving through grief in your life, happiness will never be yours, because it weighs you down. It comes out sideways. It is the process is healthy. It's necessary, but when it's stuck, or it is piled upon piled upon piled of things you have never worked through or grieved, oh man, it has a huge effect. So I would really recommend he think through that. Think through what grieving might look like.
Happiness being on the other side of getting through that grief, like thinking of it as like once you get over the grief hill or the mountain,
yes,
happiness is the valley on the other side.
Yeah, it's on the other side. And then there's more grief in that valley.
Yeah.
Because that's how life works.
Yeah.
But you can only do grief and stay forever in grief if you never process it. And then happiness is really, really hard to fit in there. So when I look at his story, I mean, he has this amazing opportunity to live in these multiple places. He sees how functional other societies are. He sees other cultural things he can really appreciate. But there is nothing like your own, where you are from, right? It's your family of origin. And when you look at our American family of origin, we have a whole history of violence, political violence especially, taking stuff from each other, rich being real mean and bad, poor suffering, people owning each other. Like we have a long, difficult history that I think if you're comfortable and you're in a group that, has a lot of privilege. You just haven't experienced maybe in your life. And so it can be shocking to be like, how is this the place? And you ask anyone who's maybe had a different experience from you, they were like, well, it's always been this way for me anyway. Right. And so it's waking up to what it is can be painful, right? Waking up to find that the person I married is actually a psycho or something. Like you're the scales fall from your eyes. It's difficult. And so I would challenge anybody to grapple with their own grief and loss. So I would even say, make a list of what you thought America was for you, for anyone, what you thought everyone believed in, what you did, and what do I need to grieve or cry about? You'll find that some of those things still do exist. Maybe you still have some hope, but maybe sorting through on purpose rather than what I think most people do. I think most people just keep watching the news and keep seeing that it's so bad and then literally carrying that and doing nothing with it.
Well, it's hard to forget, or it's easy to forget that the rage is a business now, and it's a lucrative one. Like you can make a lot of money, and I don't just mean big mainstream billionaire, media companies. Some dude can get online right now, make a YouTube channel that farms rage, and within 6 months he'll have a giant following and a big paycheck every month.
Nice little paycheck, yeah, exactly.
So it's just the other thing that's really hard to forget or hard to remember is that's right now that's where the money is. I always say follow the money. It actually it's really helpful right now to follow the money, because if you do actually go out of your way to follow it, in all of this stuff, you see it move and you go, oh, well, then I'm just a sucker. I am really just
perfect example.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Charlie Kirk gets murdered. A friend of mine goes, is Charlie Kirk your neighbor? She had no idea who this person was. And she looks it up and she goes, oh, he's just a lovely family man and a good Christian. And I was like, so that's what the algorithm fed her. Okay.
Interesting.
The person next to her, but what she's looked at before, she's confused. I bet the algorithm doesn't know what to do with her because she's very confusing. Anyway, but that's what she gets. And then my other friend next to her looks him up and goes, no, he's a bigot and he's a misogynist and he's horrible. And we're all standing there and I'm like, okay, well, there's the algorithm. It gave you both what you want to hear. And so guys, what's the truth? And it was just a really interesting discussion to have. And then I recently saw something, maybe you guys saw this on the old Crackle Barrel logo problem.
Yeah, sure.
Thing that happened. Essentially, they found that, 40% of all of the posting and the spreading and the whatever was just bots.
Yeah, always is.
Yeah.
So take those numbers, and that can seem like, yeah, of course. But how real is it that someone with a name you don't recognize and a picture that you don't like is saying a thing that's making you furious? I mean, sex used to sell. Remember when they sell hamburgers with sex? Now
it's just kind of free. You just go get it, right?
Right. You look at the new Big Mac ad, and if you look really closely at that patty, it spells the word hate.
Yeah.
And you are like, I'm going to buy it. Now it's just food flying in the air, slow motion. It used to be a hot chick on a car eating a burger, and because it works. But what works so much better is rage. And so if you're hearing this and you're like, I have a lot of rage, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to grieve. And I know rage feels like
the opposite of grieving.
What you need to do is stop feeding your rage, and you also need to look at what you are not actually processing. But we never stop feeding ourselves the rage. And that's the thing that really, really needs to happen. So to this guy, first of all, I hope you have a blast in South Korea. Yeah. I hope you get all of the things you're looking for. I myself have lived in another country where I fell in love with that culture and saw so many things America is missing. And then I also saw the things America has that no one else has. And it's a complicated mix.
There's not a country in this planet. There's no country in this planet, nation, group, whatever, that doesn't have one of these complicated pasts. Like Europe's great. Love my British friends. Guess who has a really complicated past? The Brits. It's a freaking mess, man. And I'm just saying, like, it's easy right now because big boy in the block gets all the attention. I just think we get so bunged up on this team mentality. I just wanted to go back to just people on the ground. Like,
And Scott, you're right. And that's exactly what I would recommend to anyone is that you are adding on purpose. I'm quoting that because it's really hard, but you're adding misery making elements to your life every day. And then when people are like, I don't know why I'm so miserable. It's like, oh no, you're literally adding it to your day every single day and engaging in ways that are making you mentally sick and emotionally exhausted and in despair. And that sounds crazy to be like, guys, this is a choice. Like at the beginning, when I was like, you chose violence, Scott chose happiness. There's a half a second, a quarter second we have that we can make a different choice. It's so hard. I know we're all in the midst of this. In this guy's case, he's just like, I got to get away from here so I can manage this. Right. And I think there's value to that. And not everyone can do that. So what everyone else needs to do is also find a way to get some space. And my best advice for this is to get as local as you possibly can. Do the thing you care about and actually do it. Because everyone who is quote unquote needing to be informed, I mean, that is a universal sentence I hear from people, but I can't get off my social media because I need to know what's going on. And yeah, that's how human brains are built. But I always like to say, okay, so tell me what you've done with literally any of that information.
Yeah.
One thing. And it's usually, well, I fought with my mother-in-law on Facebook. And it's like, okay, give me one thing. Now, there are people, of course, who are like, no, boots on the ground. I'm going to go do a thing because I care about this thing. But it's almost impossible to do that when we're flooded all the time. You guys, it's the handbook of fascism. We know this.
Flood the zone, like you say.
Flood the zone. Yeah. And so the key is to turn off the hose, choose happiness, and do the thing that matters. Do the one thing that matters, and it can be so dang small, and you got to start there. So that would be what I recommend. I mean, he's already moved on. I'd love to hear from him. So if he hears this, please write in, tell us how you're doing. And maybe if you're willing to do the grief exercise. So it's at knowbetteryou.com, knowbetteru.com. Yep. Under the therapy 101, it's just the grief hour. And it just guides you through how to do grieving. I have clients who do it once a week, just like as a regular practice. It is a game changer, I promise you. But it just kind of guides you onto like how to process something. Because most of us are not taught. Our parents don't sit us down and go, now this is how we go through all our feelings. If they build up and we need to feel better, or we need to lay something down that has been bothering us, like nobody teaches you that, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's a guide for that. So check it out.
All right, do it. Wendi, always good hearing from you. Can't wait to see you again. And I guess we'll barely see you because you're going to be busy, but we'll see you a little bit here and there, right? Maybe?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
You can stay at Misha's because that place is empty right now.
I know. I might go party. Just
yeah, you could swim. I mean, the pool's warm. You could do it.
I just play pickleball by myself.
Yeah,
on each side of the court.
Yep. Sweating to the oldies. Perfect. I love it. Wendi, have a fantastic week, and we will talk to you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye now. Wendi. I don't know if that means we'll see her next week or not. But
oh yeah, good point.
If not, we'll do a call now. Why not?
Start getting your questions ready just in case there's a call now segment.
Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for today. Frogpants.com/TMS is our website. Everything you're looking for, you'll find it there. So go check it out. Brian, let's play a song and get these people home. Yeah. And just a reminder, Coverville today, Human League starting up in about 15 to 20 minutes, probably close to the bottom of the hour. Mm-hmm. If there's a top of the hour, there certainly has to be a bottom of the hour. Sure. So that'll be coming up here probably at half past over at twitch.tv/Coverville. Nice. Core today at 1 p.m. as well, everybody. So if you want to see what's going on in the world of your favorite video game, hot damn. You want to know why EA's in trouble right now for selling themselves to the Saudis? We'll talk about it. You want to know why Microsoft's stupid for raising things and their stupid price? Then you're going to hear about it. So State of Play just happened to, you'll talk about, or is that was not State of Play? That was another thing more recent. State of Play was last time. Oh, yeah. You'll talk about the new Steam Autumn sale probably. Oh yeah, that's definitely going on. It's earlier than usual, which I have a theory about. So we'll see. I just picked up Roguebook finally because it's $3. Roguebook is awesome. I'm buying it. Great game. Yeah, of course. Love it. Been on my wish list for months. Nice. Anyway, Troy wrote in, said, all having gone well,
I will have married Tracy by the time I hear this episode. We were from opposite sides of Australia and met on a holiday tour of the USA. We just connected over there in the heady days of 2019, and after another quick holiday and meetup, we had decided to see where the relationship would go right before COVID kicked those plans right in the nuts. After a year of weekly video dates and long phone calls, Tracy moved from Melbourne to Perth to see if we could stand living together. Fast forward through some holidays and life experiences, and now I'm honored to be able to call her my wife. Tracy, I can't wait to share many more days, holidays, experiences, and life with you. I love you so much. Signed, Troy. We'd like to hear a cover of TNT as we're now Tracy and Troy.
Oh, I love
TNT.
it. That's great. That's a great thing. Tattoo, one of those tattoos where you put your hands together and you get the full thing.
Yeah.
They should
there
do
you
that.
go.
Yeah.
We'll do a little TNT matching tattoo.
Yeah.
Or connected tattoo.
Yeah.
This one I'm surprised we haven't played on the show before, so let's get to it. It's by the band Hey See Dixie from their Hillbilly tribute to AC/DC from 2005. Here is TNT.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Shut down. Shut down immediately.